Spurs retire Ginobilis jersey during emotional ceremony. San Antonio AP Manu Ginobili would have been happy to retire quietly without the Spurs retiring his jersey, but San Antonio coach Greg Popovich said the humble Argentinian has no choice but to accept with the same passion he gave to the game. "When you're that great, you have to go through it, so we're going to make him go through it," Popovich said. The Spurs retired Ginobilis number 20 following a 116-110 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers on Thursday night. "What am I doing here?" Ginobili said. "I had no he and Bill Bradley are the only players to win an NBA championship, EuroLeague title, and an Olympic gold medal. Ginobili won. To me, he's the definition of Spurs basketball because he had no ego," former Spurs point guard Tony Parker said. Parker and Tim Duncan honored the fellow Big Three star during a funny and heartfelt ceremony that also included speeches by Popovich and former Spurs and Argentina teammate Fabrizio Oberto. While Ginobilis' jersey now rests alongside those belonging to Johnny Moore, Avery Johnson, Bruce Bowen, James Silas, Tim Duncan, Sean Elliott, George Gervin, and David Robinson, the thousands of number 20 jerseys worn by the fans in attendance is proof he remains dear to the fans' heart. "His presence off the court was always something special," Popovich said. "The people here took." Ginobili spent his entire NBA career with the Spurs, where he became arguably the most beloved player in franchise history. "First time I am on the court, you guys are cheering and chanting my name and I felt like you guys had my back," Ginobili said, thanking the sellout crowd. Gervin, Robinson, Duncan, and Parker are among the most popular, but none captured the city's devotion as much as Ginobili. "His ability to because he's always 100% natural," former Spurs forward Boris Diaw said. "He just had a great." Ginobilis' introduction to the team was inauspicious. "The Spurs drafted, we pick people I've never heard of. I hear." But it quickly became apparent what San Antonio had from the moment the then top 25-year-old stepped onto the court against the Los Angeles Lakers on October 29, 2002. "He was like a Mustang out in the field somewhere," Popovich said. "That's how he lived his." Popovich said Ginobili helped him become a better coach because he was able to take a step back and not nitpick over. "Even if men watch, nobody can control Manu," Parker said. "Manu is going to." Ginobili also displayed an offensive style that has been adopted by an entire generation. His breakneck Euros. "Manu brought something new, something different, and a lot of young guys at the time look at him and trying to copy it and seeing that it was working," Diaw said. "So, I think," related slideshow, best of the NBA season provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.